what does that have to do with anything, Christine? Are you perhaps somewhere else than giving Trump a facial ass massage with your lips here like the rest of us? You better fall in line, Christine. I'll make an appointment with President Trump. Has horrific, terrible smelling anus ridge for you to smooch his ass clean from the layers dried up shit. He has all smeared all over it. And you can thank me later for having put a good anal smooch in there for you, or better yet, I'll do it for you. Oh, no. Come now, fellas, let me finish my argument here before you jump to conclusions that I'm going to deny your irrefutable claims and actual confirmed footage of President Trump seen being passing out from the level of exertion that he was undertaking by desperately trying to blow the stench of his penis in the direction away from his own nose. But he failed miserably at attempting just that. The stank of his dry urine and rotten penis mascarpone somehow managed to grab onto his nostril by using them as a snot rope. All right, I'll grab a hold of your Trump-worshiping Bibles. Time for practicing our hypocrisy religion. We are going to take up where we left off yesterday. All turn your pages to Gospel 15, paragraph 8, verse 5, and repeat after me. Followers tried to move heaven and earth to try and smell like semen rotting on a stick. Honor the awful stank coming off of their Messiah, but last to no avail. Nobody can outsmell a foul-reeking orange faggot from God's descent. Scent that makes any stomach turn. A very smelly one indeed. The one that smells like holy shit that has been lying rotting in the open sun for too long. One that makes you pray for winter, and one where you're so lucky the gangrene gods decided to come to your aid by freezing off your nose through the use of frostbite, saving you from having to go through the torment of the smell hell. Trump looked over at his young disciples with a smug face that he somehow managed to let stink so badly he could put any form of sewer pit fume to shame, bestowed his ripe-smelling wisdom he had accumulated on his profound bad odor emanating fecal plaque, biohazardous butt crack over the course of his smelly life. And he said to them, if thou desirest to smell as bad as the rapture itself, one has to first earn the right to do so. A stench earned true bodily odor misery is the only path one can learn how to unsmell enlightenment entirely off his identity. They would need to decay rotting on a pile of pure curry diarrhea extracted from the Ganges that is halfway dissolved guts floating on its surface from people who died from shitting in the Ganges while suffering from dysentery. He looked at his followers and said, to outstink a overused, clogged up, sour, ripe vomit, rich sewer drain, one has no other choice but to endure the excruciating nasal pain of men. And now that man is beyond wise, anybody who says otherwise is other than wise, ha-ha, pun intended. Now I'm going to go grab the bag with President Trump's anal scrapings to represent the body of Donald Trump, our mighty stinky orange-brown fecal clump. So I got in a heated argument with a guy on the subway claiming he was better off under Biden because he could still enjoy himself taking a whiz on the third rail without needing to pay extra for the amount of voltage he had jolted up his urethra. And now they price you for all the things arbitrary or not. So I was not having it off course and looked at him and made the argument that technically all the things you siphon from the state or municipality is to be paid in full back. I pointed out to him that in a restaurant, the napkin that you use to wipe your mouth with is already being accounted for in the bill by invisible taxes. You might think that that's an extra you got for free, but it is absolutely anything but all right. And that made his blood boil and his pee into urine steam. He couldn't take losing the argument. So he resorted to name calling and labeling me all sorts of positions. He said, get bent, man, bent over all the way. And I said to him, hey, dude, not cool, bro, not cool at all. You're now. You can take your frustrations out on me, but leave the frickin' vice president, his position out of this. Getting bent over butt naked is his government position, not mine, but only his. How would you like it if somebody all of a sudden replaced you in pee siphoning some amperage up your cheesy electricity pole? I bet you would be devastated not having the opportunity anymore to go high voltage urine dating with the third rail. Wouldn't that completely destroy your electrocution ejaculation fantasies? Hey, Laura, shush, no, just listen, Laura, all right, that's enough. Just shut the fuck up. Ingraham, yo, you cheap fox whore that you are. You better put a sock in it before I reach for your bloody underwear and stick your dirty menstrual blood-soaked tampon in there. Instead, zip your estrogen lip, the one hanging over your crooked nose, as well as the one you got dangling between your Ingraham piss pot. You know, the one you just barely still have attached on your body. Remember the time when you, for no reasons whatsoever, began losing your mind and later almost your upper vaginal lip because you had become mentally unstable, not to mention that it led you to become vaginally unstable as well. You completely went to town on your clitoris with the stapling machine. You know, you staple pierced to those lips of yours like you had mistaken it with a piece of roast beef that stank like it had been marinating in a bath of urine for hours or something. Hello, good evening, America, and welcome to Fox News, the only source where news and BS are synonymous in the dictionary. I'm your Fox News host for this evening, and the only man capable to come across as feminine while passionately arguing against being so. You all know how intensely I called out Biden's disgusting femininity when he was caught in joy sucking on a frickin' straw, while President Trump is our ideal poster child of masculinity. At least President Trump has not passionately been seen campaigning and promoting to bring back plastic straws to be able to enjoy slurping the hypocrisy back through a straw, because he has been longing for one bad, tell you right here, and now is a long-standing professional Fox anchorman, elite in the field of bullcrap and excellence. But when Biden sucks through a straw, he sucks like a girl, but when Trump sucks through the same one he sucks with who's so much masculinity, he might as well be sucking pure liquid testosterone instead of a lemonade that he was having. You know, I was Jesse Waters, the Ken of your sister's Barbie for this evening Fox edition. Have a good night, America. Hey, shush, shush, shush. Your argument leads nowhere. Such a shush. Your argues beautiful warts and boils on itself come now. If you would rephrase that entire sentence with Biden instead of Trump, I would agree instantly, but Donald Trump has nothing about him that I wouldn't just love sucking the filth out off. I would even pay my entire salary to be able to use his disgusting wart as a pacifier, to be able to suck on all day, even willing to bite it clean off to take it home with me. How is it even a debate? I mean, we're not here to question if there's something rotting between his legs about President Trump's quality and capability to do so. And the level of that man, his rot is unmatched and unbeatable. He's always the most and best at everything that includes rotting away his penis and prostate meat faster than any man, transgender woman, a fetus and child alive and deceased alike. I want to hear another word out of you without worshiping his dental plaque or penis sheath. Did you guys know that President Trump was a songwriter back in the day? Yeah, well, me neither, until I accidentally stumbled on it while browsing for vacuum cleaner porno. You know when people are seen coming in their vacuums, and it doesn't end well because the power of suction, the type of vacuum cleaner they're using, is one of industrial grade strength, and you see them still enjoying it the first couple of times they ejaculate. But at a certain point, their prostate fluid has ran completely out. But the vacuum keeps on sucking anyway. At a certain point, they die of a heart attack, and the footage of the recording keeps on recording hours after they've died. And you can listen to all these strange rigor mortis sounds they produce with the unfazed vacuum, still sucking on the corpse, its penis, until finally a family member discovers the dead body and ends the record. Here's one song written by Trump. You incompetent piece of useless sexual organ meat that dangles above my knees and my smelly feet. You infuriate me from all angles and degrees. I am right in the middle of jerking you off, and suddenly you always freeze. How can we ever hope to have good relations with one another? Whenever I am about to come, you remind me of my mother. I need you to make my prostate. Sneeze, I need you to make me some fresh new penis cheese. It's the kind you don't want on your spaghetti, but the kind you want to throw at people like smelly, rotting confetti. If I can only use you to do some pee-pee, I don't want anything from you ever still coming out of me. If you think I am bluffing or not being sincere, I am selling you to a brewery and make you into a foul-tasting beer. Hey, no, Kim, you absolutely don't point out President Trump's fecal matter scores badly with hungry dung beetles. I don't care at all who so-called proved it by experimentation, all right? You don't say such facts right in the middle of being broadcasted on live television. We cannot edit the truth out of the facts when you just throw them out in the open like that. Just like last time when you pointed out President Trump had been seen confusing a bar of shit with a flute and blue on it. There is no such a thing as having too much lettuce that has been resting on a pile of goat shit for at least a couple of weeks. Come on, Jackson. Are we talking about reality, or are we talking about a fictional universe where lettuce doesn't taste like the inside of a goat? It's filthy anus chest full of brown, stinking pearls, poop chalices, and treasure feces here, my good man. You better get your act together. Jackson, or I will not invite you anymore on Fox and Friends, because how can I be friends with someone who doesn't like lettuce soaked, marinated in goat shit? Be absolutely honest here, Jackson, and confirm that that's common sense here. True friend is one who has goat crap on his taste buds and absolutely loving it.